in that kind of squat position here and just waking up your back a little bit by squatting, pressing across that body. So we'll have 6 moves, 1 minute of each move. And if it feels good, you can start reaching up over that head. That doesn't feel good, you're just reaching across that body. You can tap those toes. Nice, and just reach in here. You can use your weights or no weights, whichever feels better. Trying to get that little squat, but mostly thinking about reaching, stretching through those lats, stretching through that body here. We will take it into some push-ups, so if you want to use a countertop, you want to use a chair, from there you can. It's going to be 1 full push-up and 1 half push-up. Remember, the body's just warming up, right? We just started. So take those nice and supportive in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's going to look like 1 full push-up all the way down. Chest hits the mat, all the way up. Then you come halfway down, all the way back up. All the way down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. You go right into it whenever you're ready. Try to figure out how we can get those elbows firing straight back. Beautiful. Tricep work, right? So getting into the back of the arms, the elbows are grazing the back side of the body. That's going to help support that back. It's that exhale right before we initiate that power to come back up, right? The hardest part is that next one when you got to come all the way back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, halfway down, exhale, all the way back up. 10 more seconds like that, and then we're going to take it into those Supermans. We're going to stretch our backs in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms out. Hips press down, abdominal scoop up and in. Relax the glutes. You can lift and lower just the arms, or just the legs, or both at the same time. But we're trying to relax that tension in the glutes, right? We all have that tendency to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hips down, belly button up and in, glutes relax, gaze stays down. You can add a little hold if you want. You don't need to. But taking that nice stretch through the back. All right, and we will do this 2 times through. So if you're lifting just the arms, you could always lift just the legs the next time through. About 20 more seconds here. And then we're going to stand it up. We're going to take our hands behind our head, and we're going to take those prison-style standing squats. Nice. Exhale right as you lift up, hips down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Make your way to standing, hands behind the head. Feet hips width apart, toes face forward. Inhale, exhale. So we're going to come up to that squat position. All right, making it up to that squat, fingertips behind the ears, chest is open. Inhale to lower, exhale, drive through the heels. So we're trying to give that nice opener to our chest, right? And then this also, I feel like, helps me a ton realize sometimes how much I kind of hinge straight down, right, instead of up and down. Right, you can wiggle all 10 toes. You got it. Right, and we're just exhaling for that same amount of effort, right? So it's a body weight squat. It's not too crazy, but we do want to engage that core. That's going to help with our balance. 8, 7. We're going to come down to that plank in 6, 5. We're going to take slow mountain climbers. 1 mountain climber, same knee, same elbow. 1 mountain climber, opposite knee, opposite elbow. In 3, 2, plank. Knee to elbow. Same knee, same elbow, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Same knee, same elbow, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Always could do these on your knee too, bringing it in and out, bringing it across. Or standing, right? We could bring it up and across, up. You got it, nice. Just shaking that back out, shaking those arms out anytime it feels tense. Right, holding a plank is a lot of tension on that back. We're gonna flip it over. Not that we haven't been activating the core the whole time, but activating that core for our sit-up and toe reach in 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna make a big X with our body, and then we're gonna sit up and reach for those toes. That doesn't feel good though. You're gonna sit up and just tap your knee, so bend your leg and tap. Beautiful, big exhale as we reach that hand for the knee. Nice, taking that nice tap right there. You got it. Exhaling as we lift those shoulders up. Yes, yes, yes. Exhale that air and reach for 10. 9, we're gonna take a nice stretch of that back in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, arms to goalpost, knees fall to one side, gaze can fall to the opposite side. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Finding that breath. Really open those arms up. Try to let your arms fall down on the mat so the chest can fully open. One more big breath in and a breath out. Knees fall the opposite way. Gaze can fall the opposite way. Staying here, big breath in and out. One more big breath in and out. We're going to come up onto your seat. Fingertips can face towards you. Bridge your hips up. Press your hips up and then let your head hang down. Open up your chest. 10, 9, just letting that head hang. 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that seat. Second time through. Now you know the exercises. If you want your weights and you want to add a squat and a crossbody overhead press, you can add that, or you can stay with the step and reach in 3, 2, 1. So now we're getting that core. All right, we exhale right before we press that weight up and over. Right, exhaling before that effort. Right, so it's kind of like warming up that car. We're ready for it as we reach and press. Same exact exercises. Option for little add-ons if you want them. Don't need them. I will just cue them as they come. You got it. Nice, sinking low. So it's through the heels and then up onto the toe. Through the heel, up on the toe as we come up. 15 seconds. So this one is going to prep your shoulders for the push-ups that are coming. Right? One full push-up, one half push-up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Working the triceps here. Hips shift forward, abdominals scoop up and in. Inhale, exhale. Halfway down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Halfway down, all the way up. Taking that here, one push-up. Nice, smart choices. Using that counter, using a chair. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Beautiful, down and up. Nice job leading with that heart, leading with the chest. Not dive bomb in the head. Belly button has that sensation. Light little poke to the belly button, right? Abdominal scooping up and in. Ribs are cinching in. That's what's going to help on that exhale to really scoop those abdominals. 15 seconds. Superman's on deck. We'll come back to the mat in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Making our way to the mat. Pressing the hips into the mat. Scooping the abdominals up and in. Gaze stays down. This time you're going to lift the opposite body part. So if it was the arms, now it's the legs. If it was the legs, now it's the arms. If it was both, you go back to both. Hips down. Abdominals up and in. Superman's beautiful stretch through the back side of the body. And if you want, you can always bring the toes together to really open up the hips. That sometimes helps with that hip sensation of opening. But our big goal is you think about your hips, right? They're like 2 ice cubes. They gotta stay connected to the ground. But the abdominals, that's like hot lava. You don't want it touching the ground. Abdominals up and in, hips down towards the mat. We make our way to standing in 5, 4, 3, 2 feet hips width apart, hands behind the head. Inhale, drive through the heels and stand. Down and up. In and up. Nice job keeping that chest nice and open, Nicole. Inhale, exhale. This looks beautiful. Down and up. So we exhale for that effort. You almost want that sensation like the V8 commercial, right? Where they bonk them on the head, like that you're gonna fall backwards. We wanna shift that weight back into the heels. We got it, 20 more seconds here. And then we come back into that slow mountain climber. Remember, if you'd rather stand, you can do this here. High knee, cross body, high knee, cross body. So you could do it standing or you come to the ground. You don't have to do it prison style. 5, 4, 3, 2, plank, in and out, cross body. In, out, cross body. In, out, cross body. Beautiful, smart choices. Nice, using that countertop, right? A little more support. I actually feel like sometimes that allows you to physically really bring that knee in and across because you can see where it's going. And make sure we're exhaling, right? Right before that motion to bring it in, right? That's that cinching of those abdominals. That's that scooping up and in, right? Of course, we're working the shoulders and the core, but we might as well get that added little bonus of breath work with it. We got about 10 more seconds and we take it into that sit up. Sit up and toe reach, or that bent knee in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, making a big X along our mat, taking up a lot of space, and then opposite hand, opposite knee. And then of course, if you want to reach for the toe, that's that challenge option if you want. Honestly though, I feel like I get more work in my abdominals by bending that knee and tapping it in and out. Nice. We're gonna again stretch that back out. About 20 more seconds here before we flip it over and we find our tabletop. Stay with it for 10, 9, take it 8, 7, 6, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it to your side. Find your tabletop. Hips, knee distance apart here, or knees, hips distance apart. Shift that seat back into kind of that low child's pose, and then tuck and release that tailbone here. So kind of like that cat-cow, but we're taking it in that child's pose. All right, dipping and rounding, lowering, releasing that low back. All right, dropping. Exhale as you round the chin to the chest. Inhale as you reach forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Find that neutral tabletop here. Hands are going to actually walk out in front of us, right? Knees can stay wide. Let's lower the hips and then press back into that downward dog. Right, starting with that limited range of motion and then adding on. So the wrists are in front of the elbows, in front of the shoulders. Hips are down. And then back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, downward dog. Pike those hips up. Feet can be nice and wide or they can be narrow. All right, and then pedal it out if you want here. Pressing through the back of the legs. Slowly walking those feet towards the hands. And then hanging like that Beautiful. Big bend in the legs and stretch. Stretching through those hamstrings, right? Big bend and stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squat down, pick up your weights, make your way to standing. Grab that sip of water if you want. We're gonna go with a hinged over tricep kickback and stepping back. So we'll kick the triceps back and then step at the same time. So just grabbing that water, bring those elbows in nice and close, little hinge, right? Abdominals are up and in, and then we'll step and kick. And you can go right into it nice. So we're getting the back side of the body. Little step back, right? Stepping back, working the backs of those arms and the back of the legs. Nice, just pressing it back and stepping in. So taking that nice exhale to step everything back. Inhale to bring it back in. About 20 more seconds here, and then we're just gonna take it into a deadlift and a low row. So again, strengthening the back side of that body. We'll stay with those weights. Feet will just stay equidistant apart in 5, 4, 3, 2. Palms can face into the shins. Let's hinge it down, stay low, low row, drive through the heels and stand. So deadlift on the bottom, a low row, drive through the heels and stand back up. Beautiful. On that stand, drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Nice, staying with that right here. So we're gonna add a little bit more of movement. You don't have to add any part you don't want, but we're gonna only take one weight. It's gonna be in our left hand. We're gonna go plank row, low row, and then a clean on that left hand side. If that bugs you, going from that plank to kind of jumping up, moving quickly, we'll just take it out. We'll go 2 low rows and 2 cleans, but we'll try with the plank. So we'll meet in the plank in 8, 5, one weight, left hand in 4. You can be on your knees or your toes in 3, 2, 1. So it's gonna look like a plank row. Jump or float those feet to your hands, a low row, and then a clean. And then right back down. Plank, low row, and clean. Also, other option, if the going that plank low row bugs you, nice, beautiful clean on that one. You can always go for 2 of those low rows and then 2 of those cleans. I promise this is the only cardio sequence where the heart rate is getting up anyways because we're using weights and we're moving, but this is the only part that we're kind of moving with that intensity. 20 more seconds here. Plank row. Pull that elbow all the way back. Yes. Jump or float it in, low row. You got it. Clean that weight right up over the shoulder. Yes. 5, 4. Nice work. Go 3, 2, and 1. Keep that weight in your left hand. Step your left foot back here. So the right leg's forward. We're going to hinge it down. Take that deadlift. Fly the arm out and then stand back up. So we take that supported deadlift. All the weight's in the right leg, the front leg. Fly the left arm out and then stand back up. You got it. So when we're holding that low, yeah, we fly that arm out. This looks good. Stay with that here. Nice work. So again, working that whole back side of your body, helping support that. As you fly the arm out, that's the exhale, right? Because we need that anti-rotation in the core. If we don't have that core engaged, you're gonna feel that wibble, that wobble. 10. We're gonna grab both weights in 8, 7, 6, 5. This time the palms are gonna face in like we're clapping, not into the shins, but into each other. In 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna take it down to that deadlift, low row, and then stand it back up, calf raise. Deadlift, low row, calf raise. Deadlift, low row, calf raise. So palms facing in as if we're gonna clap. Nice work. Stay with this. We got about 30 more seconds. We're gonna come down into tabletop. That weight's gonna stay in our left hand. Last 10, then we'll make it to tabletop, belly button facing towards the ground. Right leg's gonna extend behind us here. In 3, 2, and 1. So you have the option of flying the arm and then lifting the leg, flying that arm out and lifting the leg, or bracing the abdominal, scooping up and in, and flying and lifting on the same time. Again, sometimes I think the breaking apart works better for my brain and my body, because then I'm like, okay, I'm doing my arm, and now I'm doing my glute, whereas before, sometimes I just drop down. Nice, staying with that here. You got about 20 more seconds here. Then we're gonna drop down to our forearms, no weights needed, pressing the forearms into the mat. We're gonna stay with that left leg just to start in 10. Hips are gonna go back, forearms pressed in 8. Left leg extends, we stay on our knees in 5. No weights needed in 4. 3, left leg goes back. Step the left leg out to the side and then cross it over and back. Over and back. So we're taking that work, using our core to lift that inner outer thigh up and over. So it's like that half V. Try to shift that weight to the left elbow. I know I always feel it in my supporting side too. So shifting back over for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left knee and extend the right knee. Same thing, opposite side, but now we want to shift the hips back and shift into the right elbow. Shifting over, pointing those toes, reaching. So you almost imagine that I'm kind of standing behind you and I'm pulling your toes back towards me so the core stays engaged for 10. 9, we're gonna grab that weight in our right hand in 8. 7, the left leg's gonna extend in 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, weights in the right hand, left leg goes long. 1 fly of the arms, 1 lift of the leg. 1 fly of the arms, 1 lift of the leg. Arms fly, leg lifts. Arms fly, leg lifts. Staying with that here. Beautiful, those abs pulled up and in. It's like that gentle poke to the belly button, pulling on that pair of pants. About 20 more seconds here. Then those palms face in like we're clapping. We give it that deadlift, low row, calf raise. In 10. We make our way to standing in 5, 4, palms face in 3, 2, and 1, palms face in. Making our way to standing, hinging down, low rowing, elbows staying close, standing up, and then calf raise. Keeping that chest nice and proud. So again, right, the calf's the back side of the body, right, the core is still engaged. And we're working those arms. Lots of rows today, right? Strengthening that upper body in that push-pull pattern. Nice job with those calf raises. That one always throws my balance, especially from the deadlift. I feel like I get that wobble forward, wobble back sensation. So beautiful job holding that balance. We got about 15 more seconds here. And then we take it that supported deadlift with the fly, right? So this time it's on the right side. It's the left leg that's gonna be forward in 5. 4, weights in the right hand in 3, 2, take that deadlift down. When you're there, you fly the arm out and then stand back up. Right, so again, we're working that anti-rotation. So we gotta use that core strength, all right, to keep us in line. And this is a one-sided movement, right? So it's great for carrying around things as we do on one side of our body. I know we don't go anywhere, so we're not really carrying our purses anymore, but that's kind of what it used to be. But right, taking that hinge, so all the weight's in that left leg. And we got that movement of cardio on deck. So this time it's going to be that plank row on the right side, the low row, and then the clean. That's in about 10 seconds. Weight stays in that right side. We meet in the plank. We row it out. We jump or float the feet to the hands. Low row, 5, 4, 3, 2, plank row, up, down, jump or float, low row, and then clean that weight. All right, so going through those 3 movements, remember this is that one bit of cardio right here. Get that heart rate up. Only got 2 more moves after this, and then we'll stretch it out again. Beautiful, nice job getting right into that plank. In that clean, we're thinking about those hips, right? Pressing forward, glutes, squeezing abdominals up and in. 15 seconds, that's it. So maybe you go for 1 or 2 more full sets right here. You got it, plank. Low row. And that clean, go for 1 more round. Last round of this, 10, 9. This time the palms are gonna face into our shins. We're gonna take the deadlift and the low row in 5, 4, feet hips width apart in 3, palms face into the shins in 2, and 1 we hinge down. Weights in the heels, low row, drive through the heels and stand. Nice work, nice job. Keeping that weight in those heels. Squeezing the shoulder blades. As we stand, hips forward, glutes squeeze. We got about 20 seconds left here at final 1. Tricep kickbacks and that step back, strengthening that final movement pattern in the back side of the body. Last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, last one right here. Nice. Shake it out. Feet hips width apart here. So nice stationary balance. Bring those elbows in close. Kick it back. So we don't want the belly dropping, right? We want to keep those abs engaged as we step. Can you lift the arms a little bit higher behind those hips? Lift them higher over the back. We got it. 30 seconds in. You got it. Last 20 here. Lift those arms high. Reach that leg back longer. Take it 10, 9, go 8, 7, take it 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We'll make our way to seated. You can crisscross those legs, sit up nice and tall, and then just lose those weights. We're just gonna shake out that upper body a little bit. So open that chest, crisscross those arms, and then take that left arm across your chest, drop that left arm. You can rotate that wrist if you want. And then we'll stay on this same side. Let's just stretch those triceps you just worked. Fingertips reach down the spine. Take a nice side bend. And again, you can flap those arms out. Just shake them out. And then take that left arm, that opposite arm across that body. Drop the shoulder. You can roll out the wrist. Roll it at the opposite way. And then when you're ready, tricep stretch. Fingertips reach down. Taking that nice side bend. And then let's extend those legs nice and long. Plant one foot over that leg. So if it doesn't feel good to twist to the opposite side, you can always just twist to that same side and sit up nice and tall. 8, 4, 3. We'll just switch the legs in 2 and switch those legs. So same thing, if this doesn't feel good, that twist, just twist the shoulders the same direction as the hips. And that'll feel better. 10, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. sweep those legs in front of you. Walk your hands to your knees, your shins, your toes. You can bend the knees a little bit if you want. Stretch the hamstrings, the back of the body here. We did a ton in those deadlifts and the back side of the body. So just holding here for 10, 9, 8, breathing into it. Exhaling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Spin those legs behind you. Find your tabletop. Take a few cat-cows of that spine, chin to chest, eyes to thighs. Exhale, eyes to the sky. Inhale, exaggerating it or making it nice and small. And then when you're ready, downward dog. And then rolling up, and give yourself a round of applause.